All right. What's up, brother? Are you having a low day? You feeling a little sorry for yourself? Well, this video's for you, man. So, today is my 32nd birthday. All right. How I imagined it. I imagined myself. You know what I put down on my vision board? I thought I would have $20 million by now. There's this quote that says, we overestimate what we can do in a year and we underestimate what we can do in 5. But when I was 25, I thought, I'm gonna get sober. And I read this book called The Compound Effect, which I know that basically the compound effect is the 8th wonder of the world, where the more good decisions you make, like let's say in an investment, so for example, like Bitcoin, like if you invested back in like 2008 when it was first invented, when it was like 3 cents, look at the effect that it has right now. It's like compounded. And so same thing with your life. If you're making great decisions or good decisions or healthy decisions, there's going to be a compounding that happens. So when I was 25, I thought, hey, well, if I know that I overestimate what I can do in 1, then let me shoot big for 5, and heck, let me go to 32. And so I thought that I'd have $20 million at this point. And today, the irony is, I've been drinking bone broth, and I don't think I actually have it, but maybe I do, is the variant, the Omicron or something, whatever it is. And I've been basically lied on this couch for the last, let's say 48 hours. I'm fasted, so I've been fasting for 48 hours. And I think the person here right now is about to come give me an IV. So I'm about to get like a COVID IV in my, in my arm to get healthier. And if you were to ask me, did I think that 32 on my birthday was going to be like this? Absolutely not. No way. Did not anticipate it to be this way. But one thing that I want to introduce to you or invite in is that, there's a power in not having expectations, shooting for the desire or shooting for what you want, but not being attached. And there's this great book. I'm not sure if you've heard it, brother, but check out this book. I don't know if you've read this book before. It's a really good book. If you're someone that's attached or really goal orientated, or have a hard time letting go of the past or people from your past, or situations that have happened in your life, this is a really great book. Just in the title, it just lets you know it's from David Hawkins, really smart guy. I know Dr. Wayne Dyer references him quite a bit, and Dr. Wayne Dyer has had a lot of influence on me as well. But it's this idea where, like, what happens I see to a lot of people. So one of the things that I say humbly is that, like, I'm an internal millionaire, and maybe I should like change the channel to that, an internal millionaire. But when what happens when I see with people with their goals, myself included, I've got caught up with this, that's how I've started to understand this stuff. When you're a very goal-orientated person and you're looking to achieve something, what we think in the goal is the aftermath, the result. We're really wanting the result. But once you get to the result, you're gonna want something afterwards sooner or later. That's why people that win the Super Bowl or win events or work years, let's say people that are in the Olympic athletes, like they work years for this one moment, and the moment comes and they win it and they go, well, now it's past. What happens is we can become very goal-oriented and attached to the end result. And so what that can do is leave you feeling unhappy. And I should make a distinction here. From my understanding, happiness is correlated to outside experiences, whereas joy is correlated to inner experiences. And so what we want to strive towards, and it's not even a striving, right? Like you can see I still have programming with language around this. I'm still learning this, but ideally we enter into a joyous state so that regardless of the outcome, regardless of whether you get your goal or not, you're still feeling joy. And I think that there's a big difference between joy and happiness. You know, like I get really happy when I get a massage, or I get really happy. Well, my happiness used to be found in a granola bowl, but I've changed that because I don't want to eat gluten anymore. But I still would get a lot of happiness out of eating a granola bowl. But it's something I actually consciously choose, which also brings me happiness. But it's happiness is something outside yourself, where joy is internal. That means regardless of the weather outside, you can still feel joy. So why does this relate to you? How does this relate to being 32? How does this relate to my birthday? Well, I was just having a conversation with my girlfriend, and I was saying, yeah, I just did not, I'm having an interesting complex going on right now. I did not think that I would be like this at 32. And what do I mean by that? Well, I thought I was going to be way richer. I thought I was going to have so much more money. And to be frank with you right now, brother, I'm basically like making ends meet, you know, right now. And the interesting thing is financially, I was better off when I was 19, 18. Think about this. Financially, in the books, I was better off at 18 than I am now at 32. How can so much time go by? I got all these books, I've listened to all these things, and how have I come to this place? Well, there's like a reversing happening, right? Like, I got really good at making money through the generic way, but I never like to make money through the digital online space, at least for me, has been a lot of learning. Now with that, at 32, I did not think that I didn't even, I mean, it should make sense because I'm constantly talking about peace, but I didn't think that I was going to be this content, and not in a bad way, right? Like I still have goals, because like you can be content. You see this with a lot of guys, and I would consider this if you're in a relationship right now, brother, is that if you're content, like there's a lackadaisiness that comes with it. And you see this with men, and hopefully this is not you, and if it is, maybe this is something to be present to, but you see like a lackadaisiness that happens when a man gets into a relationship, and he just kind of becomes content. And then the man boobs come, the beer belly comes, the drive goes away, the sex drive goes down, and he just kind of gives up. Not really. He's just content. He's like, why? I just rather not. That's basically the state he comes into. But from my understanding, when you get a relationship, you should be better. You should be able to get higher now. Hear me out. The reason why is because you have a teammate now. Ideally, if you're in a great relationship, you have a teammate that now, so for example, on a day that I'm feeling like today, I can get bone broths made for me. And you have that support. And so at 32, I didn't know I was going to feel this content, but in a positive way, right? Not in a lackadaisy way, in a way where I'm like achieving more. I'm going higher. I'm experiencing more joy because I don't know if you remember, but on my van, I wrote, happiness is only real when shared. And happiness is it's happiness you feel through external things. So like going through a shared experience together is really what I enjoy. But the word enjoy, you're in joy. So being in joy is a state that I've at least experienced cultivating over time. And I've been cultivating this state, I guess, for the last 7 years. And now that state is starting to compound. Now, it's not that I don't go through struggles. It's not that I don't have days, but I'm going to tell you right now, honestly, I don't know if you can hear my voice, but like I'm in a low state or a lower state. It's my birthday. We canceled all the plans, but I actually don't care. I'm like, oh, okay, all right, whatever. Like whatever happens, like genuinely, and I'm unattached from the outcome, whether the birthday is meant to go whatever way, where if I'm supposed to be at a certain place at 32, quote unquote societal places, I'm unattached. I don't care. Because, like, I'm experiencing a contentness within myself that now, I was thinking about this, and I'm not sure if you saw our last video at the luxurious resort. But now, when I'm at these luxurious experiences, I'm fully there. And I fully experience them, and I'm fully grateful. And I don't need them to make me feel whole, and I don't need like a Gucci shirt to feel more better about myself. I don't need a nice car to feel better about myself. But the place that I was lacking in my past was that I just like spiritually blocked them. But now I can go experience these luxury experiences, and soon you'll see me with like maybe not Gucci, but like nice fitted clothes and nice experiences living. I mean, you've probably already seen some of that stuff is happening, but in the future you'll see me in a lot of this nice things. But I'm telling you this right now, brother, I'm gonna be such a different rich guy. I'm gonna be so happy, so content. I mean, I already am so happy and so content, you know? So now you add things to that. You see, I've been seeking the internal experience, and now it's all coming. And now external things are coming. But I'm telling you today, here I am on my 32nd birthday, got Omicron or whatever it is, the next evolution of the Pokemon. And yeah, here we are. So seek joy. Seek joy within inside yourself. And it doesn't matter what you're experiencing, because if you seek joy and then you experience external things, then it just makes it that much better. So here is the IVs, and we're about to get started. So take care.